Yo, I'm gonna make my stance clear. I believe that if we want to be consistent at doing something positive consistently, like exercising or studying or practicing our art, one of the best way to actually do it is to just join a positive community, right? So I'm just gonna be making this video a really short, quick, practical video on how you can actually be consistent at doing something. So this is February 13th, 2025, and this is gonna be day 220 of consistently helping people build consistency. So here's the thing, when we are trying to be consistent at doing something, right, big chances we are a beginner on this field, meaning that we don't know, we don't know big thing, we don't know lots of things on this field, and also we don't have the experience, blah, 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 blah. But we want to be consistent at doing this thing because we know like the positive benefits that it can bring is really, really high, right? So the thing that we are going to be doing here is that we are going to join a supportive, okay? A supportive community. Okay, so oh yeah, so the main keyword here is a supportive community, keywords, supportive community about that particular field. It's three keywords. I don't know, I don't think like the last one counts as keywords because it's more than a word. But anyway, you know what? Like here's the thing, why is it gonna be really, really good when we just join a supportive community regarding the field that we wanted to be consistent at? Let's say exercising community, maybe like some running community, right? So one is that because when we just join a community, right, we are gonna find like-minded people. We are gonna find, people to talk to, right? People to talk to about our interests. Oh yeah, I really do like running. Oh, you also like running? Oh, you know what? I can meet people who also got the same interest as me. So we humans, as social creatures, right? There's just something, right? There's this something about this socializing with people with the same interest as us. We kind of feel like, oh yeah, this is something that this is someone that I can relate to. Oh, this person also shares the same interest as me and also face the same struggle, blah 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 blah. And it's kind of like, when you're just inside of a supportive community that uh, on a specific field that you wanted to be consistent at, you're gonna feel like, oh yeah, you know what? These people, right? These people are, got some similarities with me. They want to improve their life. They want to improve their health. They want to run consistently. They want to be disciplined. They want to build some, discipline, right? You know, these people, they share the same interest. They share the same dreams as me, right? So it's kind of like pretty rewarding for our brain when we just communicate with them and share our experiences and share our stories, blah 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 blah. And also, it's also going to be also going to be really, really rewarding for our brain to yeah, communicate, right? And guess what's going to happen when we feel like we are being, rewarded and appreciated? Big chances we are also going to be doing that thing on the future again because it feels good to our brain, right? So basically, it boils down to, oh yeah, our brain rewards of ourselves for doing the positive things, and in this case, like just joining a community and sharing our positive dreams, our positive desires, our positive, habits with our friends and doing it together with the community is something that's considered to be positive, right? And it feels good, right? But, if you don't necessarily like to socialize with people, or maybe like you feel like you have some problem connecting to people, I suggest you to consult to a psychologist because yeah, it's a real thing, okay? Please don't be afraid to go to a psychologist. I wish you the best. I wish you some good recovery, and I wish you can have some good social connection. But then moving on to my second argument, right? Why it's going to be good for us, to build some consistency when we just join a supportive community in our particular field. Because again, when we want to be consistent at doing something, big chances, right? We are still a beginner, right? And when we are still a beginner, we don't know lots of things. We don't have the right expectation of what's the thing that's going to come. Okay? And when we just don't have the right expectation of how things will go, how fast are we going to progress, big chances we're gonna, like on the middle of our journey, we're gonna be thinking like, oh, you know what, I don't gain any kind of benefits. Let me just stop. I don't see any progress, blah, 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 blah. Something like that, right? And that's why precisely joining a supportive community is going to help. It's going to, it's going to have the likelihood to help you. Why? Because on this community, there are probably going to be people who've got lots of experiences on this field, right? People who've been doing this thing for years, and these people, since this is a supportive, okay, again, supportive community, these people are going to help you, okay, help you, like share their experiences, tell you what is the right expectation on how things will progress, and also maybe like help you guys to progress even faster by giving some tips, right? How to actually progress on how to actually do the thing better, right? So by having a better expectation on how things will go, the likelihood of us actually still sticking to the thing is going to be higher, okay? Because we're going to be thinking like, oh yeah, you know what, my senior, he told me that, yeah, it's okay if like it's something normal if some of the days I didn't perform as good as some other days, okay? Progression is like some up and down, up and down, up and down hill, right? So like, oh yeah, my seniors, he also experienced this kind of thing. Oh yeah, the most important thing is to just stick for the long run game. And also, not only that, we are also going to be having a higher probability to stick. Why? Because, you know, the seniors, right, they're going to be giving us tips, right? If we just ask them politely, oh yeah, how can I, make better progress? Oh yeah, how can I advance better? Blah, 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 blah. And by us having the tips, right, the advices from our seniors, the probability of us actually progressing even faster is going to be higher. And guess what's going to happen when we progress? We're going to be having a higher incentive to stick to the thing consistently, because we are going to think like, oh, you know what? I'm making some progress. Oh, you know what? My senior is right. Okay, I implement his advice and I actually gain the benefits faster. Well, he's so smart, blah, 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 blah. So that's how you actually be consistent. Actually, I think like make the probability of you being consistent higher by joining